Alright, let's start and work on this tutorial. We are using Amazon S3 trigger to invoke a Lambda function. I'm going to do something same as you can see on this web page. The address is in the caption and also on the comment, so you can go to the same place. But before that, let me explain how it works, and maybe this is one example of how can we trigger a Lambda function by using S3. In this example, as you see here, there's a user who is uploading an image to S3 to an S3 bucket, and then Amazon S3 detects those like object creation events, and then S3 triggers a Lambda function. If we have a proper execution role which has access to S3 and is like to get object or maybe full access to S3 buckets, then we can not only run a function that we define in Lambda, but also we can finally return back and store our like modified images in S3 again. So it means based on the event that it received by Lambda function, then it knows that source bucket has a new object, and then the Lambda function reads the object, and it creates, in this example, it creates a thumbnail by using some graphic libraries, and then finally save the thumbnail to the target bucket. We are doing something similar, but let's first look at Lambda function and creating a new bucket. Alright, so for this purpose I use this S3 bucket services or S3 services. I'm going to create a bucket, so I'm going to create a general purpose bucket. I use a name for that, so this is like my name, and then this is my bucket, and then so let's say I'm going with like all default settings. I block all public access, is my private bucket, and then versioning is disabled right now. It's like only one bucket. It's a testing for testing purposes, and I guess everything is okay to just create a bucket with all default settings. Okay. Oh, okay, so the bucket name is already exists. That's nice. So let's go to the second, maybe bucket second one. That's amazing because that bucket was there. Alright, so this is like, and you know that bucket name should be unique globally, so it's like this name is now unique globally, and it's not going to be created. That's fine. If I go to the bucket itself, there is not no file here. Now let's go to Lambda function. I try to create that like the function here, right? Let's create a function. I'm going to use a blueprint here, and then that blueprint, apart from having some blueprint for like type hello world and then like index page and then like a web page, let's go to have this get S3 objects. It triggers so it said that Amazon S3 trigger that retrieves metadata for the object has been updated. I'm going to use this one. It's with Python 3, and then so I put a name here. This is my first function. This is like very correct name, and this is based on Python 3. I'm using a role that I've defined before, and this role is enough to have access to run, to execute a function, and also to have access to S3. This is the right Python code, right? And this Python code, as after executing this code, then you'll see a message which will be logged by CloudWatch logs, and then it shows that what is the content type, right? Imagine if I upload an image, then it said that the content type is an image, right? So not, it triggers a function that tells me what is the object. It's like extracting metadata for the object. And then I need to select the bucket. So this is my bucket, so it will be like done automatically. And then for the event type, I can go maybe to all events, all object create events, right? So all of them, not the delete and not restore. And then so everything is by default, and I acknowledge that using this S3 bucket for both inputs and outputs is not recommended for sure. I guess everything is fine to say create function, and let's wait for this function to be created. Okay, so the function will be there. It's now deployed already, and it's ready to go ahead. I'm going to create a simple image file, and I show you how to upload the file and how to check the log files. Alright, let's go to S3, let's go to my bucket, and then let's upload the file. I can drag and drop a file here. Let me find one image, and then that image is here. So I guess that image is not drag and file. Okay, so there should be, like, the image should be here. Yeah, it's here. Let's upload it. And then you don't need to be like a very large file. As long as that file upload is succeeded, then everything should be fine. Now one file is there, and if we go back to the Lambda function, and if we go to the monitor, and then if we go to the CloudWatch logs, then let's wait for CloudWatch. Okay, so there should be a log group, and there should be one log created for us here. Yeah, this is one log that is created for us. Let's open it, and if you look at the logs, then it shows that we uploaded an image, right? So it's a loading function, and then the content type is an image. So it shows that here S3 could trigger Lambda function, and because the code is just only grab metadata and like logged the type of the file, so you can see on this CloudWatch log groups, you can see the result. So it shows that everything works fine, and it follows, and it's all everything that we have on this like web page to use S3 triggering Lambda function. Now for the destination, if we are looking to maybe add a destination here, then we can go ahead maybe with another destination, like another S3 bucket, but we need to also apply some changes in this Python code to maybe run a function or modify the image and then store it in the new S3 bucket. So this destination is now empty for this lab, for this test. I will try to do it again with maybe two site S3 bucket, another S3 bucket in destination, and modify an image there. Thank you.